Hello, my name is Steven. I am the leader of the resistance on I'llWriteIt.com against the flag desecration. I'llWriteIt.com used to belong to Erica Walker, who desecrated a flag, but then forgot to renew her domain name, and now it belongs to me. Today, I'm going to teach people how to locate the place of employment of someone that desecrates the American flag. These morons always screw up somewhere, which is how I've caught so many of them so far. This person was even told, now I'm going to show you the screenshot here. Let's see. Right here is a screenshot to prove that I am not racist. I gave this woman a fair chance. I put, now from what I know about you already, you seem like an intelligent young African-American woman who has been baited into this by hate-mongering race baiters, so I'll give you a fair chance this time. You remove this picture and all other instances of it online, or I will post the business you're a manager of publicly on a site that gets 10,000 hits every hour. You have 24 hours to comply, or I will do this. It's public information. I know your LinkedIn profile. I gave her a fair chance. I did some research on her. She seemed to be a very smart person. She works with children too, but I'm going to see what I can do to put an end to that, because I don't think hate mongers should be working with any type of children. The first thing that I will show you is her response to this was to try to block me from her Instagram page. I can assure you that's not going to happen. Here's her Instagram page. See, she blocked me from this. See how I cannot view the page? It's because I'm blocked. So what I had to do is make another account, go back onto her Instagram page. Here's the picture of it. Now, this is how you're going to catch people that does this. And you can see here that I have posted her public employment information as I had previously promised. And I will do this to any of these morons that do this to an American flag. And by the way, I mean, you can see right here, you say, I step on the flag to represent the love I have for my people. Your people are everyone that live in this country. This is the United States of America. If you just love African Americans, by all means, I'll buy a GoFundMe, I'll start a GoFundMe campaign, and we can all buy you a ticket, and you can honestly go back to Africa if that's what you want to do. It's no problem. You don't need to belong in this country if you just care about African Americans, because the United States of America is all races. It's not just one. So make sure you remember that. And if you want to leave the country, I'll start you a GoFundMe campaign. Now, this is how you catch people that do stupid nonsense like this. What you do is you just do some research on them. You start looking down their page, and the first thing that I noticed, if you get down here far enough, this moron messed up when they posted a picture. Now see, now all of a sudden Instagram doesn't work. Why does that not surprise me? Oh, because I'm blocked. So I'll just sign out and look at her page again. See, she blocked me when I was making this video. It's obviously not going to stop me. So now I'm not signed in. You can't block me now because your profile is public. And you scroll down here a little bit. And you keep looking through these posts, and then you see something like this. See right here? There's her name. And that is probably her Facebook picture, I believe. I'm not sure. So now you know her name. And you know from looking at this page that she lives in Atlanta, Georgia somewhere. So now you go on the internet and you start doing some searching. And what you're going to do is find her LinkedIn page. This is a great way to find it. And to show you, see this picture right here? This is how you know it's the same person. Because you always have to make a positive identification like this before you can call someone's place of employment, because you definitely don't want to call the wrong person out. So you want to make sure that you can cross-reference two pictures that's the same. So what you do is you look here and you see that this looks like a fairly old picture. Doesn't look like what she looks like now, so you keep scrolling down. It's going to show up eventually because I've already done this. This is a picture she uses on her Twitter page. I have that information too. And then you scroll down. Keep going. We're getting close. Let me pause this. And here we are. It took me quite a while to find it. Look at this picture right here. The 6th of August, 2012. Right here we are. Okay, see, this is the picture. This is the same one used on LinkedIn. Therefore, we have cross-referenced the same picture on 2 websites. We now know that Natalia Hall is the person behind desecrating the American flag. And what we can do here is we can start calling her place of employment, and if they won't fire, organize protests. That's what I recommend, and protest right out in front of their store that they are an anti-American business that hires flag desecrators, because you have to make an example out of these morons, especially this one, which I gave a fair chance to, and they just think they're going to block me. It's not going to happen. I own a web hosting company. I'm a senior Unix administrator. You're not going to play the internet game with me. So now what you can do is you can Google this page. You don't need to, though, because it's going to be going on I'llWriteIt.com. See, here's her page on here, and that is right there, I'llWriteIt.com. And I will be posting her place of employment phone number on here until I find out that she is terminated from her job for this act of desecration. So, well, that is, in a nutshell, that is how you catch these morons that do this. You just have to do some simple research, because I guarantee you they are always going to mess up, because they don't think about what they're doing. And anyone that steps on an American flag has to at least be somewhat idiotic to begin with, because it is a very stupid act that does absolutely nothing but inspires hatred. So, in a nutshell, what you do to locate someone that has desecrated an American flag, because they all do this nonsense under aliases. They don't have courage. They try to make a fake name, and they think they can hide behind it. Not in 2015. So that's the first thing you do, is you go through their profile, you look at everything, you look for people talking about them because their friends are going to call them by their name and not their alias, and then you just go down, because usually when they start these things, they start under their real name and then change it to an alias. It's another good trick. There's a woman that was posting under Marlene Mahogany, I think, and she started her Facebook account under her real name and then changed it to an alias later, but her Facebook profile URL was still her real name, so I located her on that information. So that's the first thing you do, is you want to identify their real name. That is the most important. After that, I recommend searching for their name and the address and the state that they live in on Google for LinkedIn. So you put the LinkedIn name in the Google search too, and then you usually end up finding their LinkedIn profile. And when you find their LinkedIn profile, now you have usually their most recent place of employment, as well as their entire work history, like we have for Natalia Hall here. We even know where she went to college at. We know all of her professional connections now, if we were to go on her page, and we know some of her magazines and her this is her business magazine she had, and now we know just about everything there is to know about it that we need to. So that's the key, is finding her LinkedIn profile, or the LinkedIn profile of the person doing this usually. Now, if you can't find that, another good way to locate them is through whitepages.com, or any such similar search that's like a phone directory, and you search for their full name, and usually you're going to find their information. And in this case, that's exactly how I found it. You can also click the contact info, and you can see this person's company website, and even though for some reason LinkedIn's being slow, but it will appear right here where you see the gray area. That in a nutshell is how to do it. If you are having difficulty, you can't do it, or when you do locate someone like this, if you do locate them, by all means, please come on to this website, use this menu, and go here and click on Report a Flag Desecrator. And I am in the process of making a contact form that you can submit anyone that desecrates a flag, and I will permanently register. This woman's will never get off this page. This is a permanent registry for people that desecrate the flag. I SEO optimize every one of their names and their known addresses, so that when future employers do any research on people, because we all know that that's exactly what happens in 2015, when employers do some research on people before they hire them, they always go on the internet and search for their name. And whenever people go on the internet and search for this woman's name, this is exactly what they're going to see. They're going to see that this woman desecrated a flag. They're going to see that someone gave her the chance. I am white, by the way, and I am not racist. I gave her a fair chance. I complimented her. I said she was an intelligent young African-American woman, and I told her to remove it. I'm not racist in any way, shape, or form. And she refused to do it, and then got called out on it. So her future employers are going to see that she hates America and that she's also racist against white people. And probably nobody in the entire world is going to hire her at this point in time. And this is how you stop the Eric Shepherd challenge. You expose these cowards' aliases, you post their information publicly, and you make sure if there's one thing that they remember the rest of their life, it's why you do not step on the American flag.